Let's break down some of the elements of self-healing. So I'm going to take one area, which is a popular area for many people, weight loss. Lots of people feel they want to lose weight. So if we want to do something like that, and what I really want to do here is show how simple it can be to self-heal. So the first thing you're going to do when you want to lose weight is start to love and appreciate the body you have right now, right here, right now. Not the one you had 20 years ago or 10 years ago, but the one you have right here, right now. Because from that space of appreciation and gratitude, the body is going to be more likely to work with you. The next thing is to think about movement. What movement do you like? What can you do? And what can you keep up consistently and do daily? And start doing that. So then you start to get the body happy and active. Bodies like to be active. It doesn't have to be a specific kind of exercise. It's whatever you enjoy and are going to do. I think one of the problems here is people go, oh, what is the best fitness? I always say to people, best form of movement is the one that you like and you're going to stick with. Then we actually start to look at our food intake. And I think, again, people are always looking for a magic bullet, and actually it doesn't work like that. You might hit upon a diet that sticks for you, that works, but actually it can be so much simpler. We just start to look at what we're eating. You start to look at the intake of your food today, and you know how you can keep a food journal. I've done that over the years. It's illuminating. So I'm going to use myself as an example at the moment. I'm doing a bit of a sugar detox, not for weight loss, because I realized that I was eating a lot of it and it was affecting my energy levels and emotions. And what I noticed when I started to pay attention excuse me, was every time I felt tired, a little bit tired, or every time I felt a little bit emotional, I would reach for some sugar. And I would do that long enough that it started to become a habit. And then what happens, because of the way sugar works, gives you a high and then gives you a low, is I would get the high and the lovely taste, and then the crash would come, and then I'd feel even more tired or in need of sugar, so then I'd have a bit more. And so that's how these patterns start. So when we break them, it can be a bit tricky, but we can go gently. And it's also looking at sort of how you eat, what's comfortable for you. Are you someone that likes to graze? Are you someone who prefers 3 meals a day? You know, I think I'm a natural grazer by nature, but I actually function better when I have 3 set meals a day. And I've learnt this over the years. So it's all about becoming sort of like the detective in your own world. And then just by doing those 3 things, as you start to kind of adjust, you put the movement in place, you adjust what you're eating to suit you, you educate yourself about what food does in the body, you know, what are the different elements of it for, and then you look at what works best for you, and you don't make it regimented, you're gentle with the body. And just by doing those 3 things, appreciation of your body, picking movement you like, looking at what you're eating and when, and making conscious adjustments, you're going to start to see changes. You won't necessarily drop, you know, a ton of weight in a week, but you don't want to do that, because if the body does that, it's going to try and reclaim it at some point. So I'm just using the weight loss as an example of this is how simple self-healing can be. And if you think about all of that, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money. There is lots of movement forms you can do that aren't expensive. Same with food. When you're making adjustments, you know, if you're removing some food from the diet that's sort of, you know, like me, I'm eating less sugar, then you're actually saving money. So it can be really simple. It's what you can do today, right here, right now. So homework is pick an area of your life that you'd like to make some adjustments in, and start to think about what you can do today. Is it thinking differently? Is it choosing to not react when you might react in the past? Is it looking consciously at what you're eating and seeing what works for you? Let me know how you get on. And as always, I work one-to-one with women, helping them tackle all elements of themselves here to feel better in their bodies, in themselves and in their lives, and enjoy their lives. Have a great day. Bye.